Hi, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me for another pick a card reading. I have 3 piles here, and tonight the question that we will be asking Spirit is, what love messages does your person have for you? So we will, I've pre-shuffled the cards and laid them into 3 piles. So we will review each pile to determine what your person's love message is to you. So I'll give you a moment to decide which pile most resonates from you, and then we'll begin the reading. I have here pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. All right, so let's go ahead and get ready, or let's get started on the readings, and we'll start with pile number 1. And so we have discernment. You are developing the skills to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion. From the Twin Flame Messages by Mystic Moon, you've been in my dreams. And then for our tarot cards, we have the 10 of Air, the 3 of Water, and the 7 of Earth. So it's the 10 of Swords, the 3 of Cups, and the 7 of Pentacles. And let me try to get these in a better position for you. Let's see. All right. So those are our cards for reading number 1. And let's get into the message. So I think your person is doing a lot of thinking at the moment. They are thinking about your relationship. They're thinking about possibly a lesson that the both of you have learned in the past. There may have been some hurt. There may have been some betrayal. There may have been inaction, some type of a failed plan in the past. I think, though, that they are thinking of the happy times as well. I think they are thinking about the joy that you brought to their life. They're thinking about your friendship, the friendship you shared, the closeness, the bond. They're thinking about how you brought a sense of meaning to their life and celebration and joy. I think, though, that they are evaluating your relationship, and they're thinking about possibly wondering where is this going, or how did we get here? So dependent on what has happened in the past, and whether or not you both have broken up, because what I'm seeing is possibly with the 10 of Swords here, Maybe you did break up. Maybe they are contemplating a reunion at this time, some sort of reconciliation. And they're thinking about how you both ended up in this situation. You brought a lot of joy and happiness to their lives, and they are thinking about what their next move will be. They're wondering, I've put all this effort into this relationship. I've invested a lot of emotions. I've invested a lot of time. And they're thinking about the truth of the situation. They're thinking about what they want to do, where they want to go. The message here is you've been in my dreams. So right off, I think maybe you might be in separation, but it could be that this person just thinks about you a lot and thinks about your happy times. And so I do see it both ways. I see it for people who may be in separation, and I do see it also for people who are in a relationship currently. I think if you are in separation, I think they are, just as the discernment card said, they're learning to distinguish fear, or they're learning to distinguish love from fear and truth from illusion. So if there was any type of deception or maybe words unspoken, this person may be thinking of that at this time, and kind of wondering, what were those person's intentions? What was my partner? What were their intentions? Where did they want to take this? Was there a lot of things unspoken? So, and if you're currently with your partner or with the person that you are thinking of, I think they think a lot about you. I think you're in their thoughts every single day. I think they're wondering how they can move this forward. And the Seven of Pentacles here speaks of sometimes like a long-term relationship where you're constantly working on this relationship and evaluating the relationship and looking at ways to make it better and ways to keep cultivating that love. So I think if you're in the relationship with them right now, I think they are looking at this as a long-term situation. And they do a lot of reflecting on the relationship with you. So that's what I have for reading number 1. And let's go ahead and move on to reading number 2. So we'll start with the affirmation card, and it says action. I don't know if you can see that. The light is somewhat in the way. The message reads, you have the courage to express the unique, loving colors of your soul. And the twin flame message, I know I screwed things up and honestly have no idea how to fix it. And the tarot cards, we have the 5 of Earth, the 3 of Earth, and the 8 of air. Oh, and I want to make sure that you guys can see this also. Okay, so with this reading, so I do feel like they are feeling trapped at the moment. Your person feels that I almost get a sense of they feel like there's nothing that they can do. They've put time and effort in. They've really tried to grow this situation. And I have a feeling that I feel that they feel a little rejected, maybe a little shut out in the cold. Your person really had some high hopes for this relationship. And so you may still be with this person. I don't necessarily see separation here, but I do see maybe a lack of expressing emotions. I think they are just really stuck in their head and feeling like they don't know what to do. Well, obviously, this message card, I know I screwed things up and honestly have no idea how to fix it. So, I think they're feeling a little stuck in the circumstances. I think that they know they need to take some action. And they may even be hoping to receive some action from you. They are thinking of how to express their feelings. They're thinking of how to best approach you, how to build or rebuild the deficiencies that exist within your relationship. I get the sense that this person wants to work as a team with you. So they would like to move from feeling like there's a lack of feeling or lack of reciprocity, and they would like to move to building something with you. I think they just don't know how to do that at this time. And maybe there was an issue or a problem that you both experienced in the relationship. They're feeling like they don't know how to fix things, and it could be that they want you to come forward also and let them know how you feel. They want to feel a sense of collaboration with you, that they're not the only ones working for this relationship, but that it's something that is also important to you, and that you are also trying to mend the deficiencies in your relationship. So I think the action card here, the action oracle card, is calling for some action from either one of you. One of you needs to give in, kind of in a sense, to fix this relationship, if that's what you want. But I think somebody needs to take action here. Somebody either needs to decide they want to work on things, or maybe you don't want to work on things. But I think somebody needs to take action before not taking action. Because I guess where I'm going is sometimes when we don't take action on something, that's kind of making a decision in a sense. So it's advisable not to stay stuck too long, because inaction is somewhat of a decision. So staying in that inaction energy too long can actually make things worse in a relationship. So that is what I have for reading number 2. So let's go ahead and move on to reading number 3. And so we have self-love. You realize that love of self is necessary to love another. I hope you can see that. I can't seem to find the right words to say to you. And for tarot cards, we have the Magician, the Son of Air, which is, this is the Medicine Man, but it is the Magician. And this is the Son of Air, which is the Knight of Swords. And then here we have the Son of Water, which is the Knight of Cups. So let me get those out for you so you can see. And let's get into the message. What is the message from your person? So this person wants to send you a message, and they're really thinking about sending this message to you pretty quickly. So I believe it will be a heartfelt message, but they are working on this and thinking about this, and it could be that they've thought about it and then kind of pushed it out of their mind, and then they think about it again. But the next time that they have the thought that they want to message you, they're just going to do it. They're going to do it real quick. They're going to not waste a minute longer. And I think it kind of has to do with this card here. I can't seem to find the right words to say to you. I think once they have figured out exactly what they do want to say, I think they'll be quick to express their emotions. So they have realized, as the self-love oracle card states, you realize that love of self is necessary to love another. So I feel like they might have done some inner work. This usually happens when a couple is in separation. The partners will do work on themselves as they're separated from each other, thinking about the relationship and all the things that went wrong, and maybe even all the things that went right, and why it didn't work, and what they could have done. I feel that a lot of people who are in separation, they try to heal the wounds of the heartbreak. So they start investing a lot of time into themselves and taking care of themselves, pampering themselves. It could be that they've been working on their health, been trying to eat better, exercise every day. And exercise is a good form of stress relief in itself, but I think they have taken care of themselves. They've really done some inner work on themselves, and I think they feel like there's still some things maybe that they want to say to you. And this could be for closure purposes. It could be so that they do finally understand what went wrong and what could have been done better. And they may feel that this needs to be communicated to you. But whatever message is coming your way, it is a heartfelt message. And there is emotion behind it. There are feelings behind it. I feel this message is coming in pretty quick. It might even come in, or it may be received by you as seeming a little bit blunt, or out of nowhere. But they have put a lot of thought into what they want to say, and they do want to send you that message. All right, so that's what I have for reading number 3. That concludes our readings for this evening, and I thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that you will join me again in the future. And please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks.